on YouTube. Don't know why, but I figured why not. Here we have the snow, as promised, here in Ohio. Right now I am between Springfield and Troy. I think this is New Hampton or something. This particular area is kind of like a speed trap. Goes from 55 down to 35. And this particular area, the sheriff has a couple different hiding spaces where he likes to ambush speeders and probably look for other impaired drivers or no seat belts or whatever. I did anticipate running into this snow on the way home, but I had stuff to go get, so I chose to go get it. But yeah, that sheriff, he'll hang out right here. That's the sheriff's depot right there, I believe. And then there's a little pull off up here somewhere. Or yeah, that was back there. But right around that area is where he likes to hang out. I think typically he catches his speeders coming from the direction I'm going. But yeah, I've encountered one instance where there was somebody with their hazards on doing like 5 miles an hour all the way through. And granted, it is slippery out and there is snow, but you got decent tires on your car, you're fine. I mean, the snow covering may be helping things a little bit with traction or whatever. Yeah. I mean, if I hit the gas hard, I'll lose traction, but it's not too bad. Sorry if anybody's in here making comments. I cannot read them and drive at the same time, so I'm probably not going to answer any comments. All my attention needs to be focused on the road right now, because I am driving through farm country, and on my way out here, I did see about 6 deer off to the side of the road, which, colder, mating season for deer, you get a lot of deer across the road here in Ohio. I mean, apparently I got a lot more confidence driving in this crap than some of these other people do. I mean, I'm driving in this in a little Honda Element front wheel drive, so seems to do pretty good in the snow. Especially with my tires are pretty new. I just bought them in the early spring. Like I said, the biggest thing I'm looking out for right now is deer. I do not want to hit a deer. Anybody on my live stream, welcome. Thanks for checking it out. Actually, I'm about to come up to a roundabout up here, so got roundabouts all over here in Ohio. I guess that's pretty typical of all over the country, though. I mean, done properly, like if people would not try to beat everybody through a roundabout. I think they're a good idea, but the problem is people speed through them. They don't yield and merge. Yep, here's a roundabout. And I'm gonna slow down and let that guy go. Do not want to stop. Okay, it's a big truck. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a little slick right there. Alright, halfway there. Troy to miles. Yeah. Left to center, you get the rumble strips, which I like that because, especially in the snow, there are no visible lines on the road right now. They're all covered by snow. Kind of hoping the covering on the ground get a decent covering, and it sticks around for a couple of days so I can get my drones out, get some good aerial shots of the snow. This is just the beginning stages of it. This just started, I would say, probably 2 hours, maybe not even 2 hours ago. About an hour and a half ago this started. Yeah, born and raised in Ohio, so kind of used to the snow, used to driving in it. I grew up in an age where law enforcement really didn't care. Like, people would go out to an open parking lot and you could actually learn how to drive in the snow. Like, you'd go out and spin out and learn how to recover, learn how your car acts in the snow. Nowadays they want to harass people for doing that. To an extent I get it, but how else do you learn to drive in the snow without running off the road? I mean, if there's no cars in the parking lot and you got a lot of space between street lights or whatever, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, if you're just out there being idiots, then that's a whole nother ball game, but this idiot's got his brights on me. If y'all notice, I don't use my high beams. One thing I learned is once your eyes adjust to the night vision, you can see just fine. And if your headlights are adjusted properly, you really don't need your high beams. There might be some areas that are darkish, or you can tell the road veers off to one side or the other. And sometimes if it's a really unfamiliar road, I will use my high beams, just because those little reflectors on the road, they'll tell you real quick which way the road's going. See, there's a few people hanging out in there listening to me babble about dumb shit, but pardon my French, but sitting here babbling. Going left to center again. I just like the way the ground looks when it's all white. Especially when you get to wide open cornfields and they've been plowed, you get just nothing but solid sheet of white snow. here's the other speed trap. Slow down for it. I mean, I shouldn't call it a speed trap, but I mean, these are houses, potentially kids and stuff, animals. I mean, and people do 65, 70 down through these country roads. So I understand the slower speed limit here around these houses. That one's a lot shorter than the other one was. Glad to see that the roads are relatively empty. Of course, honestly, for this stretch of road, this is about normal traffic. I mean, it's not quite 8 o'clock at night yet, so some people could potentially be still coming home or trying to get last minute out, getting milk or bread, which, good luck. The faintest hint of snow, everybody's buying everything. Like, we don't have modern technology. I'd say coming up here in about the next 5 or 6 miles, there's going to be some pretty hefty curves in the road, so I'll probably slow down a little bit for those. But you're on the straightaway, not bad. Some of these bridges and overpasses could be sketchy, but not really. Well, as I mentioned earlier, deer, wildlife is always an issue, so I'm always scanning the distance out there for eyes, animals' eyes, deer eyes, shining back. That's typically what I look for. Look for the reflection of my headlights in the deer's eyes. I drive this stretch quite often. I've had a couple of close calls. Everybody left the light. Okay. Yeah, I'm still going to keep talking. Anyway, if you've just joined the live feed, there's no title on it because I just pushed live on my phone. I started recording, but this is north of Dayton, between Springfield and Troy, Route 41, I believe. This is the snow we're getting so far, and we're only about an hour and a half into the snow. Yes, the roads are pretty slick. Yeah. I got some idiot coming up behind me. Bitch. Man, I am not going any faster. You want to do 55 in this shit, man? Don't give a. Don't give a. I see blinking lights up here. Nah, it's just shadows. Gotta watch that center line. Thankful for the rumble strips. actually kind of relaxing. Snow coming at you. Snow's still falling, but I feel the rate has kind of slowed down. Slow down for the... Yeah, it's not too bad out. A snowplow. Gotta kind of be careful with those because they push quite a bit of wind. If it hits you just right, it can cause all kinds of problems. Glad to see him out though. Glad to see him out early on. Yeah, about that. He was kind of left to center there. Still got the Christmas lights up. Which I do understand that too, because it got cold right after the New Year. And typically around here they keep them up till after the New Year. But yeah, no, the temperature dropped quite significantly after the New Year. I was out earlier today flying my drones. Wasn't out very long. It's cold. Like, it's really cold. I see two people in the live stream. If you're curious, this is Troy. I'm coming into Troy, Ohio right now. This is the very beginning of the snowstorm. It's been heading this way for the past couple hours. Past couple days, actually, I guess. Kind of anticipating what it's going to look like in the morning when I get up to go to work. And it could be quite interesting what work's going to look like, because I work in food production, and we have trucks come in daily, and a lot of them are going from areas that could have been hit by the snow, so it'd be kind of interesting. See how many of the trucks show up, how late they are. But our production doesn't stop, so don't shut down for snow. And being a production plant, we have critical manpower. We have to have a certain amount of people to even function. The plus side is they have two lines. And imagine worst comes to worst. If they don't have enough people to run both lines, they can shut down one of the lines and shift people over to run the second, or run the other one. My job there at the facility is shipping, receiving, and so we basically put away everything that comes off the line, and then when trucks come to the door, we receive in the trucks. Pick the order, load the trucks, and then we close close out the orders and the paperwork, have drivers sign them and send them on their way. But yeah, I'm gonna be ending the live stream here pretty soon because I'm almost home and I gotta make dinner. Get all this stuff out of the car that I bought today. Alright, come on, dude. He's turning. Give him plenty of room. Yep. Yeah, this is where the being as cold as it is, I don't think the snow plows are going to do a whole lot tonight. I mean, they probably put that treatment down on the roads or whatever they do, but I don't think they're going to be putting any salt down. It'll probably hurt things to put salt down. I mean, basically, be a little cautious when you drive. Don't follow too close. Leave plenty of braking distance. It's not bad. Yeah, the roads are slippery, but if you know how to drive in snow, take your time. Leave plenty of stopping distance. It's not bad. I'm in a little Honda Element front-wheel drive and doing just fine in the snow. And here I am, basically pulling up to my house, or my apartment, my loft. This here is downtown Troy, coming into. Probably going to take a drive around the square, or towards the square, and go park that way. Normally I take a right there, and go around the block that way, so I can park on the right side of the road, but figured I'd drive up here around the circle. They got all the other Christmas lights on, but they got the trees turned off. This year we actually got 2 trees. The first one they put up, we had a huge windstorm and it blew it over. Like literally blew it right off the stand. And they had to get us a new tree, and which they did pretty quickly. Got it all decorated. Alrighty. Well, anybody that's still here or is here at the moment, I said I was driving, so I'm not really looking at comments or trying to see who's here. But thanks for checking in, and as soon as I find it, I'm getting off the live feed here. Again, thanks for watching. If you live in an area that's getting snow, stay safe. If you don't have to go out, don't. But yep, Where's the button in this thing? Alright, let's leave the car started. This car running while I figure out how to turn this off. But yeah, it says Troy, Ohio. We really don't have any real feet of snow yet, but we got a decent covering pretty much all over. Alright, well, again, thanks for watching the video, watching the live feed, and again, have a good night, and I'm signing off.